How's it going, Fatal Family? The full list of the current MyFaction Persona cards coming out in the future has been leaked by Witty Witterson with help by iWorld's Finest. So in this video, I'll be going through every single Persona card that's coming out in the future, as well as trying to give you a visual on what they could look like. Because currently, we don't know what they look like, we just know that we will be seeing them in the future as Persona cards for MyFaction. And for those who don't know what Persona cards are, they're MyFaction cards that once unlocked, you can also use them in exhibition mode. These will be earned through live events or grabbing a bunch of oddities to unlock the card. If you miss out on all that, you can buy it in the card shop later on once it's available to purchase. You will be spending like 60 bucks per card possibly, but if there's a cool Persona card that you really want, then that's totally up to you if you want to purchase it.
That's fatal!
So let's go through the future Persona cards. The first one is John Cena 2006. This one here, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the John Cena 2006 from 2K23. So they're reusing models from the older games. I'm not a fan of them doing that because it's pretty much taking like a free model that we used in the last game and then putting a price tag on it. So it's kind of whack. Not a fan of it, but that is one of the Persona cards we're going to be seeing. Next up is John Cena 2009. Again, it's probably John Cena 09 from WWE 2K23. I bet you it's the exact same model. King Booker. This is probably going to be King Booker from WWE 2K22. King Booker was a hidden model in 2K22 that eventually became an official roster member within an update. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be that exact King Booker model, just updated a little bit more for 2K24 graphics and put in MyFaction. Same thing with King Corbin. King Corbin was also a hidden model in WWE 2K22, and then he became a free superstar with an update. I think that's going to be the same King Corbin we're going to get from 2K22 in MyFaction. Nikki ASH, it's probably going to be the same Nikki from WWE 2K22 put into MyFaction. King Nakamura. King Nakamura again was in WWE 2K22, so they're reusing that and going to put it in MyFaction. I guarantee it's going to look exactly the same entrance and everything. The Miz 2011 is probably going to be the same Miz from 2K22. I'm sure you're noticing a pattern here now. It's probably going to be that same Miz put into MyFaction for 2K24. Rey Mysterio 2009. Can you guess it? From WWE 2K22. I'm pretty sure that's the same one that we're going to get in MyFaction. It's probably going to look the exact same. I doubt the attires are going to be different for all these previous models. I doubt the attires are going to be different. Next up, we have Super Cena. I'm very surprised they're bringing back Super Cena in MyFaction as Persona card, considering he's like an overall 100 and he's pretty overpowered. But Super Cena from 2K23, he was a hidden character from Showcase mode. That was pretty much a John Cena model that looked invisible. A really cool, wacky character. I'm a fan of these silly characters that 2K put into the WWE games, and I do hope for more in the future. Dominic Mysterio mask. Now, this one here is probably going to be his WrestleMania 39 entrance. Now, I just remember him wearing a mask twice. Once was when he stole Rey Mysterio's mask, like the yellow-orange one, and he put it on for a little bit, and I think he ripped it later on. And the second one being his WrestleMania 39 entrance. I'm banking on it's going to be his WrestleMania 39 entrance attire. Hopefully we even get the entrance motion. I doubt it. Imagine coming out with that entrance motion where you're walking handcuffed with a bunch of security escorting you. That would be badass. But if not, I guarantee the attire is going to look like his WrestleMania 39 entrance. Elite Tiffany Stratton. The Elite characters, of course, are the action figures. So it's probably going to look like this action figure right here on the screen, or a variation of one of the Elite series action figures. Triple H 2002. I really hope this one here is based on his 2002 return, but they could also just go with any 2002 attire. But I'm really hoping it's his 2002 return, because that was like the big thing that happened in 2002 when it came to Triple H. And also, I love that jean jacket attire. I think it's badass. It holds a special place in my heart. It's one of my favorite returns ever. So yeah, I would love if Triple H 02's model looks like his return in 2002. CM Punk 2010, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a long hair CM Punk version. Whichever version they go with, whatever attire they go with, it's probably just going to be CM Punk having his long hair in 2010. That's probably going to be the main thing with this model. CM Punk Straight Edge Society, again, it's probably going to be a 2010 model, but of course, he's going to be the Straight Edge Society version. CM Punk 10 Mask. This one here is pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be just like the CM Punk Straight Edge Society, but this time with the Straight Edge Society mask on. Booker T 2001, it's probably going to be like how Booker T looked like in 2K16 as well as 2K17, just updated for 2K24 graphics. Mankind 996, it's probably going to be like how Mankind looked like in 2K16, or it might just be Mankind with his brown attire. Elite Bray Wyatt, another one of those action figure models. They can pretty much base the model off of any Elite Bray Wyatt action figure, but it might be a brand new line coming out, or it could just look like something like this. Who knows? But it's going to be an action figure Bray Wyatt. Rhea Ripley Triple H. Now, this one here got me a little confused. The only thing that I can see this being is when she dressed up as Triple H that one time. So this is the image right here that I found. She has like a DX shirt on and she's wearing the trunks that Triple H wear. So this is probably what it's going to look like, which is an odd choice, unless it's completely something different that I'm unaware of. Let me know in the comments what you think Rhea Ripley Triple H could be. This is the only thing I can think of. Let me know. Kevin Owens Stone Cold. This one here is an obvious one. This is Kevin Owens dressing up as Stone Cold, and it's gonna be hilarious to see how this looks like in game. Undertaker HBK. This one here, I couldn't find anything on it. I don't think Undertaker has ever dressed up as Shawn Michaels, so my only guess for this one here, it could be an Undertaker attire from any of his various matches against Shawn Michaels. So it could be any of the attires. My guess, it could be his attire when he first ever fought Shawn Michaels. It could be anything really, but that's my only guess. Again, let me know in the comments down below what you think Undertaker HBK could mean. CM Punk Piper version. This one here, again, I couldn't figure out what it could be. It's either two things. It's either based on this image right here, where CM Punk is with Roddy Piper, and we're pretty much going to get a CM Punk model with the chops. I doubt we're going to get this attire, but the main thing about this model is probably the fact that he's going to have chops on and the different hair. He might have this attire as well, who knows? But this was the only image I could think of when I read CM Punk Piper. Or it could be CM Punk wearing an attire that's a tribute to Roddy Piper. So it's either one of those options. Shawn Michaels Hogan, another funny one. Just like when Kevin Owens dressed up as Stone Cold, this one here is going to be when Shawn Michaels dressed up as Hogan, and it's going to be hilarious to see how this one looks like in-game. Elite Roman Reigns, again, another action figure model, this one here based on Roman Reigns. It could look like this, or any of the other Roman Reigns Elite action figures, or it could be the one that was actually teased in My Right Story mode during the bump section. There's actually an Elite Roman Reigns in the background that teased this persona card months in advance, so it could be based off of this Elite action figure that's in-game. And judging how there's also an Elite Cody Rhodes action figure in the background that is based on his in-game Elite model, it's safe to say that this is the Elite Roman Reigns we're going to get in-game. Next up is Braun Breaker 2023. Again, it's probably going to be his 2K23 model, the very bright colored singlet. Liv Morgan 2022, it's probably based on her model from WWE 2K22. John Cena, this one here actually had me laughing. It's probably the one I'm looking forward to most, and that's based on John Cena wearing a luchador mask, so that's pretty funny. John Cena, that's going to be a good one to see. Scott Steiner 98, which is probably going to be based on his WWE 2K23 MyFaction model that was stuck in MyFaction. So this time, we can actually unlock him for a roster in 2K24, which is great. And the remaining Persona cards are a bunch of Wolfpack versions. Starting off with Kevin Nash Wolfpack. It's probably going to look like this, or a variation of it. Scott Steiner Wolfpack, going to look like this, or a variation of it. Scott Hall Wolfpack, probably like this. Hollywood Hulk Hogan Wolfpack, probably like this. We've seen it before. Mr. Perfect Wolfpack could look like this. Macho Man Randy Savage Wolfpack could look like this, or the black and silver NWO gear. I'm assuming it's going to be this one right here though. Ravishing Rick Rude Wolfpack. This one here I'm a little iffy on, but I do think it's going to be Rick Rude in his suit looking like this. And finally, we have Lex Luger Wolfpack. That's probably going to look like this. So as you can see, there's a lot of Persona cards coming out for WWE 2K24 to look forward to. A lot of them are reused models from previous wrestling games, but some of them are interesting and original, and I gotta give 2K credit for that. More Elite models is always great. The silly attires like Kevin Owens as Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels as Hulk Hogan, I love that. John Cena, the different Wolfpack versions, I love all that. A bunch of CM Punks. So I look forward to seeing more of this in the future when it comes to Persona cards, and less of reusable models that we got in previous games. Hopefully majority of these are easy to unlock through live events and such, but if not, every single one of these will be in the card shop to buy individually, just like the current Persona cards are. Let me know with the comment down below what MyFaction Persona card you're looking forward to most. I personally don't play the game mode as much, but I do buy a Persona card here and there whenever I find one that I really want. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, subscribe, notifications on, and I'll catch you next one. Fatal Statement out. Peace.